There is a discussion.
All right, boys, game 4. KT is up 2 games, baby. 2-1 right now. Are they going to 3-1 or are we going to game 5? If we go to game 5, this is going to be the most hyped series ever, bro.
KT
Come on.
on the cusp of winning their first trophy in their first finals after their first semi-finals.
Winning their first finals after their first semi-finals. They've never made it out of semi-finals. Like, this team has to win, bro. Just for, like, the Cinderella story. You know what I'm saying?
Denied in 2017. This roster wants to be the first to make the three-peat happen.
The ever-elusive three-peat.
The Faker and Nivea, bro. I hate this champ.
See if they can
I hate this champ.
Do it this time.
They got Tom Kench, Caitlyn,
Of course, they have to approach this as
Cassio,
one game at a time.
Renata, Callista, pretty broken, and then Nocturne. Nocturne is such a strong jungler.
Every play critical, including the level 1s.
Faker trying to move away. Good damage going down.
Oh my god.
Forcing that early flash
He almost
out.
died.
You have to be terrified now because Cuz is going to start to take over in the jungle.
Yeah, Trundle definitely can go for invades and look to punish flashes.
Yeah, BJ Trundle with a flashless
2013.
Nocturne definitely big, as we can see. A little bit of a trip down memory lane. It's T1. As we keep saying, in case you know, maybe you just tune in. Maybe you're like, what's all the ruckus about? Have had so many ups and downs, and in this modern era, it's been the four-man core of Owner, Faker, Guma, and Carrier. We've had Kana originally in 2021.
2023, 2024. That's crazy.
22, 23, and 24. And now Doran, as they find their backs against the wall.
And how fitting is it that it's KT Rolster that stands in front of T1?
So whoever wins finals, they get the World Cup, but they don't get to keep it, right? They have to bring it back after every year. I'm pretty sure.
Title. See if they can do it. Okay, Owner, no flash, but it doesn't matter. He can still clear as Nocturne. You want a full clear at least 2 times.
He can beat the jungle camps.
Yeah, and then
he doesn't need flash.
Just clear in peace, and then your flash will be up in no time. That's how you look at it.
Definitely a good luck is BDD is going to be the first to get to level 2. Neither one wants to be too aggressive with their cooldowns. Obviously, if a single Noxious Blast connects, potential for BDD to just run Faker down is very real.
The
nice
scoop.
handshake coming in. Immediate barrier
And then the barrier
Knocked
insta.
off. Gamushi using a barrier of his own just in case the tower shot does come through. So super dominant 2v2 here already from the side of T1.
And I do think you kind of know that when the Kench gets locked in, you're just not going to have the laning pressure. This is really a pick that is expected to have pressure as you go deeper into the series, right? Or rather into the game. When
I mean, it's crazy seeing Mord being played at Worlds. I mean, it's crazy seeing a Nivea being played at Worlds, bro. Nell, Nivea,
really doesn't feel quite as good. I think the Nocturne
Mordekaiser.
and the all-in from Guma and Carrier feels good to play into, but Nivea really makes it hard for you to actually reliably protect your carry, get W's off, and Greg is kind of self-explanatory. His ability to create space. Carrier!
Flash away. Carrier tries to get him with the Q flash. Doctom quick on the reactions, crucially, but that is a flash down in the laning phase. And again, while Owner is flashless, may still be in a position come level 6 to really force this dive before Peter.
I mean, a team that wins Worlds is going to be pretty lit, right? I think T1, this will be the third Worlds win in a row. And then for KT, it'll be the first Worlds ever that they win.
And it is going to mean guaranteed bot side. Scuttle Crab
Get the crab, get the crab.
The ward as well from Doran, who took his time from top lane to go ward the second one. So they'll know that this time around, because it's done the same thing he did last time, where he did the...
I hate when high skill cap champions like Callista gets played at Worlds, because then 80 carries will start playing it in solo queue, and I'm just sitting there as a support like, you do not have the mechanics to play this shit, bro.
Of the dive from the first crash. Dum still going to be substantially behind, though. Force the base. And the early game going the way of T1 here in this 4th game.
Kind of double value when you're able to shut down that Caitlyn early game that so often is incredibly impressive. Now, though, on the top side, Doran may have to be careful. Good awareness, though.
They should
know. See the potential gank coming, knowing that there's really no play on the bottom side to be had for KT.
Early stages of Mordekaiser versus Gragas, not too big. Plenty of sustain on the Gragas, no problem. So just a farm fest up there, as both junglers will go into their second re-clears. It's going to be a little bit quicker, of course, for Owner because of Cuz's little altered path where he goes for the quick recall there. And we'll see once again when the Nocturne does end up towards the bottom side of the map.
This is what I like, bro. Like, I don't like this bot lane swap.
At least
I want to watch the bot laners just 2v2.
Then going for pretty deep recalls.
Are seeing Faker taking not the best of trades, but not really botted. Has his egg still available. We'll see if Cuz can make something happen. Might look here. Has his Raptors just now done. Making his way over. Even getting a summoner or getting the egg would be big.
Oh, he's dead.
Grounded. Cuz on the way in.
Oh my god, that wall was crazy. Oh, he flashed in. BDD's crazy.
They do manage to get the passive out of Faker. Cuz full committing. Peter on the way. The tongue lash.
Oh, he's just dead.
The kill to BDD, but it'll go to Cuz in the end.
Wow.
And what could be the deciding game, KT, they send all resources again towards mid lane.
Damn, okay, well.
To make it happen.
I didn't think he was going to die there.
Cuz that gets the kill again. Now we saw
But, I mean, Top Cat was already rotating. Dogdom was already rotating.
Carrier and Guma are powerful. They move in
Oh,
with the heal.
he healed him to get the movement speed, and then he still had the flash. That's so funny.
Away from the handshake is Peter barely able to make it out alive.
He healed to get him in range, and then he had the flash because the Trundle wall was actually insane.
Trust me, I got this. Takes the wheel and finds the 50-50 steal.
Sometimes you need inspiration when your team are back
that wall hits. Dogdom would have taken so much damage.
First blood mid, you have to come up with some really big plays, and throwing it there, throwing the flash.
Oh, -1 for Faker. He missed cannon.
Getting it for Owner.
T1 get the objective, and now they've set up Dogdom in the mid lane, but Peter a little bit late. You can see how while BDD was comfortable in that 1v1, it's so difficult for Dogdom. If a wall had appeared just a little bit more behind him, he very likely would have died like the one we're seeing here. Luckily, Peter is there to cover.
Oh, Faker.
Knockup will not connect. Nice initial stun from Faker. Procs the phase rush, will back away. Doesn't have any damage under his belt yet, or that could have been a lot more concerning for the side of KT.
It's nice, you know, you get a little indicator for where you need to throw your stun. As Cuz will be able to maintain this lead thanks to the kill that he got. Owner about to hit 6 though, and that is going to be when he comes online is perfect.
Oh, the stun misses, he flashes.
Doesn't want to risk going into the death realm just to come out a few seconds later on the wrong side of a wall from Faker. And I do really love when people play goofy skins in very high stakes matchups.
The Gragas burp, a classic. All right, so much tension though, so much riding on this game as we get the swaps back out, and KT opting to send Caitlyn up to the top side of the map, whereas Guma and Keria have full priority here, trying to push in on BDD's Cassio.
And looking at how the early game setups are going to go, it feels like who gets to the objective first, right? If you're able to use the priority in your lanes, use the priority of this Guma Keria lane, with the Kalista Renata, you're able to turn that into vision, and you're able to pick off members from KT as they rotate over. Because the pick potential is amazing. Turn off the lights, displace them either with the wall or with the Gragas. And there's a lot of damage available early on to take down these targets for KT. Again, it feels like it's going to come down to what can we find in the team fight.
Yeah, an excellent lane assignment from T1. Again, Faker easily able to wave clear, even in the face of the Caitlyn Tom Kench. Good lane, mid lane control from Keria and Gumayushi, and now Owner walks his way up top side, immediate
grubs for T1. And then we're going to match 2v2 again, but just in the top lane.
The objectives that they need in this game. Using Guma and Keria, their priority nicely. They rotate over from mid lane to the grubs, up to top lane, and want to keep that pressure on.
Hey, they got the first dragon as well. You know, the way in which they did it was high risk, but ended up working out. All planned. Oh, I mean, Owner knew, you know, otherwise you're a Nocturne that uses his flash for no reason, but he trusted his smite button.
And they know that they are going to need to continue to stack those objectives. So we'll see if the emphasis on the earlier Dragon Soul for them does come to fruition. Kalista, of course, looking to be a snowball.
Ooh, and I do love that it's Dogdom playing that Caitlyn skin from DRX.
Ooh.
The last time that T1 lost in the finals, it was against that team.
-1 for Faker again. You know he's salty, bro. Just missing cannons like this.
Continuously maintain and look at the top side. T1,
nothing feels worse. Look at this, bro. Who's gonna get 2 plates, triple grubs?
This feels like the first game where T1 are able to build such a clear advantage in the early stages.
I mean, bro, Guma always has a lead in all these games. Am I not speaking facts? Every single game he has a lead.
You already talked about Drake stacking, right? Kalista, a champion who very effortlessly can contest the big smites of the game. And when Owner and Guma are working together, it feels pretty impossible for KT to stop an objective that T1 have started.
Guma on a lot of champions is pretty good at contesting dragons as well.
Has been known for that, yeah.
Yeah, he has stolen, even at this tournament, multiple dragons on different
This is
AD carry
another
champions.
slow
this time
game,
around,
though.
though, we continue the farm fest, my friends.
Nice. Love it. You know, it's
Bringing
game
the
4.
LCK to the world
It wouldn't be
stage.
your final
World's
cast if we didn't get a little, the appropriate pace for an
Obviously,
LCK matchup.
the main issue is that normally we go completely off topic.
Sure.
We're not going to do that here.
No. Professionalism.
Yeah, obviously. As a hex plate now done here for Owner. We'll have that available going into the first fight. Looks like double Roa to come through here for T1 as well. Obviously,
20 seconds.
Ooh, BDD close to his.
At this stage, however, it feels like T1 just ahead in terms of overall prio. Yes, BDD has mid lane push, but really has to be careful about wandering into Fog of War when Owner has access to that ultimate. Cuz has finished the Sundered Sky, not
The Anivia wave clear.
He might need a bit more sustain. Let's carry a bit of poke onto Peter, and T1 with the spot lane push, very likely set up to be first to the Drake.
Owner's there.
Owner hasn't even ulted
Trying
once
to,
yet.
I think, scout out, and this time T1, if they can set up again, trying to regain control into Renata, into Anivia, kind of a nightmare. We haven't really talked about it too much, but the engage from KT, just not the best. It's really looking like a full commit or bust.
Cuz ready for the 50-50, Faker off to the side, decent damage
Oh,
on BDD.
wait, we're going in on
going
the
all
jungler?
in. Flashback
I actually
coming out
really
from
hate
Cuz,
that.
Wall there as well as BDD just barely able to skirt around.
I
the
do
edge.
not like that.
The
I'm
objective
against that
set up
engage,
now
but
for the side of T1, double TP.
did force the
KT wanna pivot
flash.
for a bit more.
Now we just
Ulti
throw out the
coming
Renata
from the side of
ulti.
Keria. Drake down, the back line of KT Berserk as they
I only
look like
hit
they can turn
one,
it back,
though.
but again,
We
they
could
don't
just get
have
out,
the
just
tools
get
to
out,
keep
just
the
get
fight
out, just get
going.
out, just get
Peter
out.
wants the flash tongue
Ooh,
lash,
that pillar's
but that's all their
crazy.
CC. Perfect fighting off to the side, dragging
Just
Faker
get out,
into
just get
the
out, just
death
get out.
realm. In the meantime,
Oh my god,
BDD
he
starts to
caught.
walk
Wait, he
forward,
caught
Jordan
Kate.
eventually caught out.
Oh, the
Before
three-man Casual R. The three-man Casual R.
Turning it again, KT were losing the fight as they lost the objective. Gumayushi will
Guma
not be
almost
able to
came
make the
back.
bailout work. The
Guma
Drake
almost
to
came back.
T1, the fight to KT.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wait,
Doran's
Faker?
gonna want that one back. The big whiff on the Gragas in
Wait,
Peter.
Tom
Peter
Kench?
knock up a bit too quick
Huh?
for the thick skin. Yeah, it's not gonna save you.
What?
Caught up in the hype, caught up in the moment. Faker gonna get one back.
Yeah,
Is KT trying to throw this game?
Sometimes a bit of a
What was
bumpy
that,
ride.
Peter?
But as we highlighted,
Peter.
it's BDD.
Yo,
that takes
Casio
this
ult
fight
was
into
so
his own
insane
hands
there.
at
This Renata ult was
CKTD
too early, I
at first
think.
Very respectful of the amount of this
Like, if you were
engage
saving
available
Renata
on
ult for
T1,
right here,
and it's not until this pillar comes through that they're
not right
really
here,
ready
hold
to
on,
commit.
right
Yeah, and they try
here.
and pincer them
Boom,
again,
Renata
but Doran
ulti
goes for the
would have
big
gone
play,
crazy right
but
there.
he's left in the middle, and
Man, that
BDD hits
Casio
the
ult was
ultimate,
gross. And then
healing
Guma
all
almost
the
came
rest of
back.
the DPS, getting those stuns.
Look, he
And
almost
T1
came
get
back right here.
chased
Boom,
out.
And
boom,
perfect.
boom.
While that was happening, took out one of the big DPS sources for T1. Even though he doesn't actually take out Faker, we can see there, the BDD topping those damage charts on Faker. He was just hitting a Mordekaiser.
Nothing you could do. Guma, BDD, the points of pressure that we look at for both teams. Gumayushi does go down in the end, giving a lot of that gold back to Docdom, crucially for this KT lineup. And BDD now with the Roa fully stacked, even as Faker struggles to complete his, is in an excellent position in the fights to come. Again, a minute and 30 seconds now until that Herald is available. Top side still close. Mid lane still very much dominated by Guma. T1 would really like to have that prio advantage ahead of this
Riff in
next
a minute.
objective.
Yeah, they made the call. Just try and go for Docdom. You know, Doran getting in there for the knockback, but they didn't have the damage to follow it back up. And so the extra kills here for
1 to
KT,
3 and it's
but
still dead
T1
even, bro.
preemptively got the dragon. So that plan of stacking the Drakes is still there.
Ooh, and this is a game where I think Ocean's are actually going to get a ton of value. It makes your side laning so oppressive. There are a ton of champions on either side that have a good amount of sustain. Going to become even more annoying when you become basically an immovable object in that side. And a lot of champions that, even with the Roas, even with the Seraphs, are going to chew through a ton of mana. As right now, KT feeling like, despite everything that's happened, game basically that even, right? If anything, it's in favor of T1, given that we've seen the Grubs go their way, given that they're currently up a whole whopping 2 plants as well.
And remember the context of all of KT's kills. It is a lot of flashes. It is a lot of full committals with very long cooldown sums and abilities. T1 still have a much easier time setting up fights, setting up picks, and because they've secured those 2 Drakes, they will inevitably be allowed to force at least one fight on their own terms. Even now,
ouch, bro, like Guma damage.
And I think that will be necessary for T1 because KT, they have used this Caitlyn so effectively from the very beginning of the tournament, and they've constantly looked towards the late game with this champion for Doctum and the siege power, the extra range. KT right now, speaking of siege, with the 4-1, but T1 are able to take control of it. They've got control and access to the Rift Herald as well, so they can continue to stack these neutral objectives. And that's the way that they're going to apply this pressure to KT and not allow them a lot of extra time.
They're looking to dive Gragas in the bot side if you look at the mini-map.
The way of T1 convincingly and fully.
Gragas has zero vision of this coming. He has to have an idea that it's coming, though.
Left on the clock would be big.
You have Nocturne ulti and then Renata also following up. He cleared the wave, though.
TP available.
Yeah, he cleared the wave. They're still going to go for it.
Full commit now going down. Owner turning off the lights. All of KT immediately pulling back. Peter isolated.
Instant cleanse out of Peter.
Trying to stay standing with a thick skin.
And he's out.
Abyss will dive away as Faker takes down the top lane tier 1. And again, this is the struggle of the KT composition. It's so hard to force anything, and T1 continue to trade up.
And T1 read them like a book. The 5-man rotation gets punished heavily. They're ready to keep Doran safe this time around. That Gragas will not be taken down. And then on the cross map, the top side turret falls.
And now they're in a perfect position to contest this next Drake. The good news for the side of KT is at least Doctum finally has that collector, is able to chip away at Gumayusi's health bar, but with the Blade of the Rune King and a red buff, Guma forced to be reckoned with. KT poking their heads, and they don't really have the vision, but they do have a ward on the flank if Perfect can find his way in.
Ooh, careful, careful, careful. T1's got to be careful with chokes versus Trundle Pillar.
Doran here trying to hide there on the Ocean Rift, looking for a big displacement.
We don't have ulti on Doran or Nocturne.
5v5 at the pit.
If T1 can take this dragon, it's huge. Oh, Caitlyn got hit by that.
Hostile takeover stops Peter from going any further. Doctam completely isolated.
Watch Owner took the dragon. Yeah, this is huge. Guma actually flashed over the wall there.
Perfect trying to force a fight with Faker, but he
gets Kite to the redemption. Oh. Wow, he did so much damage with the. Wow.
Even as T1 begin to fall, Faker and Carry are ready to turn it.
It's still sole point for T1. Such a good position for them. Such a good position for them.
On the chase, waiting a few seconds for the pillar, but the stun clutch to disengage for the side of T1.
T1, they get the dragon.
Wow.
At what cost, guys?
They almost got mid tower too.
Here, going over to KT, some of these kills.
It's looking like a game 5 angle, bro.
It is tense. I mean, T1, I think it's still good because they can still keep up their timeline for Dragon Soul.
I think you take it because of the double steal that comes through, right?
Wow, Carry was charging his ult at the moment the Doran ulted. So it was like almost instant. And he jumps over the wall. Carry maybe should have gone with Guma. Oh, the redemption was really bad though. The redemption was actually really bad. If the redemption landed on top of Guma, Guma actually comes back to life with the Renata passive. I don't know if he would have done anything extra there, but definitely would have came back to life.
So many summoners were blown there for KT.
I don't know, redemption was placed in the tri-bush when no one was even near him.
This is a moment where across this series it's felt like Peter, Doctum have been doing well even when Doctum's been getting caught out, but you saw there the disconnect. Peter flashes in to try to devour Doctum. Doctum flashes over the wall. They can't get the angle. And those moments of miscoordination are effortless for T1 to punish. And this is something they cannot afford because they're already falling behind in terms of map pressure. Even if they have a kill advantage, they're behind in gold. Single mistakes like that could cost them everything.
And I'm looking at Owner's smite button.
Oh, yeah.
Inspect that thing. This guy is cold as hell, man. Keeps on getting these dragons. Started out the game with a flash to go steal it. Can he do one more? Does he have one more in him?
And started off the game without a flash to speak of. When it comes off cooldown, he flashes to steal it. And again, this is the member that we've heralded on this T1 lineup as the most consistent point. Being clutch around these objectives is crucial because now you see the runway, you see the path to victory. The Otacon, the Soul, stand in front of T1.
In 2013, OGN Summer, those telecom wars go in the distance. Will we go the distance here? the world final stage.
If we start a Twitter poll, can we ask for Game 5 blind pick?
I'm down.
It's a throwback.
Let's get double Zeds, double Shens back
Fearless
in there.
Game 5 blind pick.
Run it back.
We could do that, right? It's fine.
We have that authority, I'm sure.
Yeah, certainly.
Absolutely not, for anyone concerned.
5 flashes have been blown by KT, and that does mean that I expect T1 to maintain prio in these lanes, because not having flash means that you're much more susceptible to a Nocturne showing up and taking your lunch money as owner. We've seen him and Gumayushi often be the deciding factor together, as KT, they might just full send in an Otacon.
Bro, this game is so tense, man. Does T1 go home here? KT's gonna start the Baron or the Rift, the Otacon.
Hundreds of gold just to be here. And if T1 take the fight, it might just cost them the game.
Is Owner gonna smite seal them?
He's sticking around, ready to get them away. The ulti not stacked up. Perfect going forward just a little bit longer. The death realm to come out. Owner gonna respond with an ulti of his own, turning off the lights on this team fight between both.
Turn off the lights. Oh my God, Wars is just dead. Keria still has ulti, by the way. And Kalista still has ulti. Here comes Keria ulti. Everyone's gonna peel back. Oh, Keria died.
But it's T1 taking the Otacon. Guma securing the objective.
And there it is, the second smite for
Bro,
T1
Owner is just... He's him, bro. Owner is him.
Man, that was a tense one. You can tell the call from KT, I think at the beginning, is have Mordekaiser just run at Owner and try and ult Owner. But look at Perfect getting kited. The Anivia does so much work keeping him at bay. Keria as well, trying to help, trying to delay. And then as the ult goes down,
yeah, the Nocturne ulti is just so scary. You have to back away. And then the Renata ulti, same thing. You gotta back away. And then when you finally go back in, you just get Gragas ulted. It's like, how do you play the game if you're KT?
You see that they have the damage, that they have the items. They just cannot put it where it counts. And ultimately, that just means that T1 are even further ahead. 23-9, the score in terms of the petals. 1,000 gold advantage and 20 seconds until T1 are set up to take the soul.
It's going to have to be a miraculous team fight here from KT, as they are second to the objective. And if this soul goes over, barring an Elder flip, T1's got to be feeling real good.
Doran isolated for a moment. The miasma just a little bit late as Faker's off to the side. Good damage onto Perfect to kick things off. Cuz still eating a bit of damage. The poke from T1. A bit tough to deal with. You can see the pierce that lands onto Dom, taking that chunk of health.
This is Soul. This is Soul.
Full committal to the fight. Pillar to isolate Owner. Redemption to heal. Faker right back up. That's almost every single cooldown burn. It's on BDD to try to turn it back, but it's a
Where's Kerio? Where's Kerio? On CD. Kerio on CD. Owner's going for Mord.
Doran has been isolated in the death round, but he'll manage to make it over.
Oh, he flashed over the wall. Doran's too good. Wait, Faker's kind of split off. This kind of sucks for Faker, but he can just wall everyone off from Tribush. Yep. Okay, now you have all of T1 hitting the dragon, but Faker's still split. He's going to back in TP now. Same thing for Mord. He's backing in TP.
Mordekaiser and the Anivia.
The fight just continues to go. 6K getting lower.
There goes carry ulti. It hits the 80 carry. Oh my God. What more could you ask for right there? That's huge. Oh, Owner. Block it. Owner's one shot. Owner's one shot. Come on. He got it. Guma. Guma's kiting. He still has Renata passive on. Rend. Boom, dead. GG, aced. T1 wins this one, 100%. They have Ocean Soul. There's no way T1 can lose this shit now. Dragon is way too strong. Oh my God, bro. We're going to Game 5. We're going to Game 5. There's no way we're not going to Game 5, bro. Look at this Keria ult, bro. And he scooped him away from the Tahm Kench, so Tahm Kench couldn't eat him. The eat was delayed, too.
Doran blocking the Caitlyn ultimate, protecting Owner here as they try and kite back.
Peters gets ran, Then Guma goes over the wall with a Q that hits. Oh my God, this guy's so good.
And it's Guma skirting alongside the fight, and the fact that Faker, even though BDD got his ultimate off, hit him with the stun, so he didn't actually get to do the
damage. My God, this guy's disgusting at 80 carry. Look, he's laughing, bro. He's laughing. He laughed for a little bit. He showed emotions for a couple seconds, and he got all serious, and he's like, all right.
So well with the Anivia, and there was a moment
look at the Anivia damage. Hey, yo!
Also bumped him out as well.
That's actually so much damage.
The annoyance of the late game Anivia, the kiting here.
Wow.
He's able to pull off. really created so much space.
And T1 seemed to perfectly understand their strengths in comparison to KT's weaknesses.
Well then, I was not expecting a Nibby to do almost 9k damage.
This entire game. They do not have good tools to force picks. So T1 get to stay in these fights at 20% health, 30% health, because once they see that pillar go down, they know there's no way anyone else is getting on top of them in the back line. Now, Soul in their favor, Flowers in their favor, 5k gold lead, and they're set up to take the first Baron of the game.
And it's again costly when it comes to
They could just two-man this with a Nivea ult.
T1, call the T1 Baron, gold lead's there, Ocean Soul is theirs, and KT, we'll see if they can make something happen.
Owner and T1 have secured
The
every
wall, the
single objective
Q,
this game.
super annoying.
Cuz moving in, but zoned away by the Storm.
Oh my god, he's dead.
The team, Berserk now onto Cuz, has to ulti.
Owner, you're gonna
ult? Just to try and disengage. Doran, meanwhile, in the mid lane, happy to just continue fighting.
He's not gonna use it.
He's
just
okay. Looking to get taken down by
he just
Faker.
uses it as utility.
Faker's happy with the 1v1.
Wow.
Just in time, he gets out, and Doran is there to seal the deal. On
They
the
still have to
KT
engage with
desperate
Kalista
to
ult,
get
right?
anything.
No,
They've
they already used
lost
it.
their top laner. The game rapidly slipping away.
They're trying their best to not let this game go to 5 as Doran still searching.
No flash for BDD, that crucial
They
piece
still
of
want to
CC
fight
and
this, but
exhaust
you're
there.
playing versus a
Win with
Nivea, and this choke, it's
Guma
just
stacking up the
disgusting
spears,
to deal
the
with.
wall to zone KT away. Flash not there for Cuz either. BDD off on the side is going to use the ultimate. W in from Peter does absolutely
Peter exhausts
nothing.
Doran
T1,
out of everyone.
They see a vulnerable opponent, they know
Guma's just going all in with the Renata passive. He
Is
does not care.
KT
Mm-hmm.
is not going to take a bear, and T1 reminding us why they are here, what they can do in a world final.
The T1 ensure that we are going the distance. We are getting our full value out of this series as KT just cannot close the gap to T1's backline.
The turn off of Baron to grab the kills, and now they will secure the objective. Here's another look at it. So Doran had just body slammed at BDD, and BDD used Cassiopeia ultimate. The rest of them can then chase through the river here. As you see, even with the Tahm Kench trying to eat him up, Noctam still has nowhere to go.
The KT feel forced into
The
trying to
slam.
contest. Know that if Baron goes down, game is good as lost to Peter. It's not an enviable job. You're trying to play engage Kench, and I've seen
Dude, T1's like, nah, we are not about to get 3-1. We're taking it to game 5.
We knew it was a gamble, and that plus the blind Cassio, I think, really getting punished so nicely by T1 in this game.
Yeah, and the top lane difference as well. The Mordekaiser has not found a lot of value. He's getting kited a lot, and hasn't had very high value ultimates either. So we'll see as we progress in this series, if we progress, because T1 still have not done it yet. They've got the Dragon Soul and a 9,000 gold lead, though, so they definitely should be able to.
20 pedal lead. They have Krubs.
10k gold lead.
We haven't taken a turret yet, Kobe.
They got more items. They got more money.
This has been the most one-sided game so far.
Yeah.
It's looking like a hard road for the side of KT. And now,
but it's good news for us.
when a comeback happens, if KT
And it wasn't even that one-sided, right? The game was even until like third drag.
And for KT, it's so important not to lose sight of the bigger picture. This is a game you could afford to lose because of what you won earlier. It might come down to a best of one, but you need to be at your best form for that matchup because this game is looking done and dusted. Owner pushing in the mid lane. KT can't really afford to split as that tower falls. The threat of T1 diving into their backline, a very real threat.
BDD found a big play on his Yone in game 1 against Gen G to find a miraculous comeback, but this game feels so much more dire. About 35 seconds till we see that Elder come up. I don't even know if T1 really wants to wait for it.
Is it going to be an Elder
They
drag?
can just decide to back off. No
It's funny because
burst
the
on them.
KT versus Gen G, there were so many Elder drags taken, but this series there hasn't been a single Elder drag taken.
How important it is for them to stop the soul from going down. 20 seconds, a TP into the mid lane, maybe going to catch out Gumayushi here. But it's perfect. Again, this is the problem. No matter who TP's in, it's so effortless for T1 to just walk away.
Yeah, perfect. Guma is 2 levels up on the top laner.
Cuz caught out, isolated, immediate subjugate to try and stay standing, forced to flash.
Watch.
BDD in the darkness.
Ooh, crazy engage out of Cassio. Is it enough though?
The ulti is decent.
Oh, here comes the carry ult. Guma's still alive, and he still has a Renata passive. It's GG. Quadra? Quadra. Almost Penta.
T1 bringing us to silver screens.
Wow.
Guma lives the engage, and
Game 5, boys. Here we go. Now we got a series on our hands. You know what I'm saying? We got a series. Oh, shit. Let's go. GG.